Bonjour, today we are going to work on our pronunciation. Now today we are going to work on this sound, the sound A. Okay, today for this special video on pronunciation, I have chosen this sound, the sound A. Now have a look at the way we spell A. Well, we have different ways of spelling A. In a minute, I'm going to show you a few examples within words, okay? So you can learn how to pronounce them properly. If you see this, AIN, AIM, EIN, IN, IM, YM, and YN. All of this combination every time makes the sound A. I think the best way for me to teach you how to read this sound is for you to have a look at the examples, okay? Now to start with, I have chosen le pain, and that means the bread. Le pain, so it has AIN. Another AIN word is le train, the train, le train. So try to repeat after me. Try to practice your reading with me, okay? Le copain, or your pronunciation more like. Le copain. Now, le copain is the friend, okay? But the boyfriend, or the friend who is a boy, okay? That can be boyfriend as well, by the way. Le copain. Demain, that means tomorrow. Demain. So as you see, they all have AIN, okay? Ainsi, thus, ainsi. Okay, so we've got the AIN sound. Now, you've got to note something here. If you put an E at the end of AIN, then the sound would be N, not A. So A must be followed by a consonant or have its sound as a consonant, just as a syllable, okay? So if you add an E to that, then it becomes N, okay? No longer A. It has to be alone as a sound A, followed by a consonant or just being a syllable A, like ainsi, thus. Now let's have a look at the IN sound. Again, it's a sound. So, le vin, the wine. Le raisin, the grape. Le prince, the prince. La fin, the end. Malin, malin, that means cunning. But again, if you add an E to malin, to say maline, if you were to use this adjective for a feminine word, with a feminine word, then the sound would no longer be malin, but it would be maline, okay? Now here's another one, intéressant, intéressant, interesting, okay? So this is the sound with un. When you are using a B, which follows, okay, a sound like un, you must absolutely put an M. So that's why we have IM as well as a sound. Now, the best example is un timbre, which means a stamp, okay? The M is used instead of the N because we are using the letter B after that. You would also do exactly the same with the letter P, by the way, okay? So that's why you have words such as important. Important, important. You wouldn't say I am, but would you say I am, a bit like in English, important, okay? Now the word imbécile follow that rule as well. Imbécile, imbecile. Imbécile, again, we don't say IN, bécile, we say I am because the letter that follows is a B, okay? Now, there are some exceptions, though, to that rule, such as Reims. Have a look at that. R-E-I-M-S, okay, Reims. Or when you say fin, okay, Reims, by the way, is the town of north of France, Reims, I think you say, but we say Reims, okay. It has no B, no P at the end, but it has an S, but we still put M. And fin, as well as in I am hungry, fin, it comes with an M and not an N, okay. So, but that's you know, a few exceptions anyway. Now, the sound E-I-N, again, it says is pronounced A. So, ceinture, belt. Plein, that means full, plentiful. Peinture, that means painting. Éteindre, that means to switch off. Again, it's a sound, okay? E-I-N is A. Now, as for the Y-M, it's YM is un. Again, here we say Olympique because the P comes after the IM. So we've got to put an M and not an N here. Okay, so Olympique, Olympique. Synthétique, synthétique, which means synthetic. Symphonie, which means symphony. Okay, so again, we have a sound. So we've covered quite a few examples that have all these IM, EIN, AIN, AIM sound, but always pronounced un. Okay, now I would like to read you this little passage, and it has a lot of un sound. So what I'd like you to do is, why don't you try to read with me this little strophe, passage? Do we say passage? Passage. Passage is fine. Okay. It has a lot of un, but spelled differently. Some of them are AIN, some of them are IN, some of them are IM. Okay, so watch out for this. Okay, here we go. Demain, le prince, qui est une personne importante et intéressante, prendra le train pour aller voir les Jeux olympiques. Il mangera aussi du raisin, du pain et boira du vin. Il enverra ensuite une lettre timbrée à son copain. Okay? So have a look at all these words that have the IN sound, okay? It's always good to get your pronunciation accurate, because that means you will be more understood, okay, by a French person. Make it accurate, make it sound French, and then the dialogue can start. And the more you talk, the more encouraged you are to speak French. And that's the way you are going to learn how to do French, or how to speak French fluently. Now, have a look at this sentence. You can find the translation on the support guide to this lesson. Okay. Now, here we go. Let's read it one more time. Demain, le prince, qui est une personne importante et intéressante, prendra le train pour aller voir les Jeux olympiques. Il mangera aussi du raisin, du pain et boira du vin. Il enverra ensuite une lettre timbrée à son copain. Okay? Okay, that's it for me for this pronunciation video on the sound un. Hope you enjoyed that. Please leave a comment and subscribe to my awesome YouTube channel Learn French with Alexa. Au revoir, à bientôt et puis bisous bisous.